everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Everything is fine here on Detention Block AA23, a Star Wars podcast. I'm Mike, joined by Bogey here to talk Star Wars with all you fans out there. Get the business elements out of the way really quick if you're listening to us right now. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, rate, review, all of it. We greatly appreciate it. Any little thing you do definitely helps get our podcast and YouTube channel name out there amongst all the other Star Wars channels, and there are quite a few of them. On top of that, once we hit 200 subscribers, we will be giving a prize giveaway. Make sure your name is public when you subscribe so that we know who to send it to or whose name to put in the drawing. And then when we hit 500 subscribers, we will do a Theory Saber lightsaber giveaway along with Bogey's awesome Darth Vader plastic, no kyber crystal, no batteries.
Hey, look, we're matching.
You've got it blends in with your plaid.
My flannel.
Your flannel. That's right. It looks good with you. Maybe you can't part with it. It matches you. But yes, once we hit 500 subscribers, we will also be giving a Theory Saber lightsaber prize giveaway. You're not going to want to miss that. Those sabers are awesome, awesome, awesome. And I have it here. I'm just waiting for us to hit 500. So help us get there. Our chat is up and running, so if you have any opinions, questions, want to talk some Maul along with us, go ahead and hit up that chat. We'll bring you in part of the show just as much as we're in here. We love conversing with our fans. So,
Ryan, where are you at? We haven't heard from you.
Gone radio silence as of late. You got to come back, Mr. Ryan. Bring your one light bulb. We're probably just gonna dive right into Maul. I mean, how awesome!
Woo woo!
How awesome! How much of a good time are we having?
It continues to get better and better and better.
Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I want more of it. This 20-minute content is not enough twice.
The animation is so crisp and so good.
It's so freaking sick. It's sick. And the movements and everything, like in the saber fighting, like I was just like, holy shit, this is absolutely phenomenal.
And I was rewatching our last episode of us going through the episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And you made a comment. And you're like, sometimes you're like wondering, is it real? Well,
right.
The CGI is so good.
Yeah.
Sometimes like you're just like, and then all of a sudden, then it goes back to reality where you're just like, okay, that's definitely CGI with like the animation of the characters and whatnot. But like there's moments like you're just like, oh, it's so good,
dude. And like when that Star Destroyer entered at the end of episode 4, you're like, oh. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
What did you have? I was just covered in goosebumps. I was like, oh fuck. Oh man.
And we'll get to that when we're talking through the episodes. But I have a question for you as it relates to that when we get there. So, it was phenomenal. I swear it was almost like I'm so entranced by it. It ended so quickly. I'm like,
right?
I'm so like captivated that it seems like it goes by in an instant. Time flies when you're having fun, and holy crap, I'm having so much fun watching this show. We need more shows like this. We need more animation like this for Star Wars. And I don't know, maybe the character Maul just really fits this style too, because it's so hardcore. It's so almost barbaric. Like even with live action, it's harder to portray like violent lightsaber swings compared to using animation. You can just do so much more when it comes to like capturing that in an animation versus like even real-time live action. So maybe just having a character like Maul really fits this kind of animation.
And it all comes down to, especially too, is the I have to look at Sam.
Whitwer.
Yeah, dude, he kills it.
Yeah,
Like voice acting on a lot of these characters absolutely kill it.
they do.
And so I think that brings another element. You have the animation, but you got to have that voice actor that really just hits it's like a home run every time when they talk. And I think Sam Witwer he is so good.
As Rob Schneider said in Big Daddy, it goes together like lamb and tuna fish, you know?
Lamb. That's awesome. That's an awesome metaphor. Yeah, I like it.
Would you prefer spaghetti and meatballs? Are you more familiar with that analogy? Or sorry, quoting some Big Daddy here. Because Maul is freaking the Big Daddy of this show right now. Holy crap. Yeah, and I know he's a bad guy, and he is a bad guy in this movie, but like also just captivating, and like he's so believable in this. And just like you want to side with him. Like if you're Devin, the little Padawan girl, you know, you're like, oh, don't do it. But at the same time, you're like, he's got a point. Like, join him, take down the Empire, and it just goes to being such a captivating character and such a good voice actor. Visually, he looks menacing. He really does. I mean, there's a point that he looks devilish. I'm sure George Lucas, when they first created him, they're like, we want him to scream bad guy when you see him, and he certainly does. So yeah, how do you want to go about doing this today? Do you want to do just like we did last time and talk through the episodes, or?
Yeah, like in the back, like I don't know where you are. I paused it for a second, but like in the background, just for copyright reasons, we can't show it. But we can kind of visually watch in the background and just remind us of the sequence throughout the entire episode.
Yeah. So for the first episode we watch for today, episode 3, which is called Whispers in the Unknown. We start out with this one where we left off. So Devin, that's right, that's her name, right? Devin.
Yep, we finally get her name, and that was really cool. At one point in this episode, if we forget,
sure,
there was one point where she has a part of Maul's lightsaber.
Yeah.
And then she escapes, but then he uses the Force to like get it back, and he goes, "I'm gonna need that back, Devin."
Yeah.
And she looks at him like, "You know my name?" Like,
so how did he know her name? Just
I don't know.
Research
while drinking tea,
the Jedi files,
and meditating. I don't know where.
That's what I was curious.
We talked about this last week, like where the Force told him about her, like his vision. So maybe in that vision knew it was her name and who she was. Maybe, I don't know, because there was a moment when they start drinking the tea, like having tea together. He's like, "You know my name."
Yeah.
I don't know yours, but there was a way he said it, and it's like, you know who she is.
Yeah.
There's something about it, like
do you think he's just like gauging her, like how willing is she to like go down the rabbit hole with me? Like I felt like this whole episode he was just testing her, and I know we keep saying this. We'll get into it later on because we're just so excited. We just kind of want to dive into it.
I know,
but I feel like both of these episodes he was just testing her the whole time. Like even when they're fighting. Like I felt like he was holding back, especially when he was fighting the Master and her. Like he was holding back a little bit. He could have just destroyed them, but he
wanted to kill the Master. That's
right.
For sure. Master Splinter.
But I feel like he's just kind of testing. He's toying. He's playing with his food before the plan actually sets into motion. He wants to see how willing that she is, and potentially wanting to, I don't want to say team up, because she probably is going to end up teaming up with him. In what matter? I don't know. We'll see whether it's revenge or joint goals or whatnot. But anyways, so we start out this episode where she just got out of the
broke out of
cage
her
containment with Maul's crew.
And Rook is sitting there like, where are you going?
Well, it's. I feel like they knew this was going to happen. They were planning this.
Oh yeah, but pretty much like points like that's your way out, and it's literally like leads her to Maul having tea.
Yep, and this is kind of the dialogue, some of the dialogue and the scenes that we got from the original trailer and the recent trailer. So Maul's sitting there having tea and just kind of having a conversation with Devin, just trying to talk about like, you're what a Jedi does, and you don't use your whole potential, your whole strength. Kind of join me in a way, and I can help you become more powerful, unlock your potential,
your full potential. Yeah, I love that, like that whole speech. And she's like, "I'm not you. I'm not." She's like, "Oh yeah, well, where are the Jedi now?"
Yep,
like they've all been defeated.
They're gone.
They're gone by their ways of, of their ways.
Yeah.
So he between the two episodes we're going to cover, 3 and 4 here, he keeps poking the bear at her about like unlocking your potential, and the Jedi way is not the way.
Yeah.
Like, and like I said, I think last episode too, he's like, you think I'm evil, but I'm not. Like,
right.
Like, you think good and light, or what do I want to say? Like the dark side and the light side. It's like, well, there could be a middle.
Right. It's a spectrum.
And that's where I'm at. just in the middle, and I'm just seeking revenge.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So. And kind of good on Devin that, I think we knew that she wasn't going to acquiesce to his request here. But she held pretty strong, like pretty firm. She didn't seem like she was wavering at all. You could tell she was angry. So I feel like some of that, dark side revenge, feeling is starting to come through to her, but like she didn't waver from joining Maul, in the opposite direction. She actually used the Force to bring his lightsaber, because he had the tea out and then he had a lightsaber next to it. And smart Maul, because he has a dual lightsaber. He only put
he totally did that on purpose.
Oh yeah, he put one there, but he still, hoisted. He had another one hoisted that you didn't see, until she pulled it, and essentially he was like, "Good luck," and that was, I know we kind of cut away from that scene and we go to like, we see Lawson and stuff like that, but just to keep going on with what we're talking about with Maul, that whole scene was really, really creepy. Like, really plays into the role of the name, Shadow Lord, because he was literally in the shadows, and the only light you have is just the saber light. And I just got this feeling like he's kind of just walking a catwalk, and he knows exactly where she is, because she has the saber, and she has no idea where he is. And you'll see just like this barely, red little tint, like just a face in the background, like in the distance. You're like, oh, there he is, and then he's over here, and then he's over there, and it was just menacing, that whole scene. Were you going to say something? I saw you lift up your hand.
Oh, trying to multitask here. There was a moment where, no, I forgot. All right,
forget. Maybe it'll come back to you later on.
Yeah, maybe it'll hit me, but like I said, like I have the show going in the background, just all of a sudden you had a good take, and I was like, I didn't want to interrupt. So.
Well, and in this, he didn't engage her. She had the saber. He didn't pull out his. He has one, but he didn't pull out his saber. And then we go to Lawson. Is that where we went next? Oh yeah, because Lawson, the kid's sports game is going on, right?
Okay. Well, so she gets away.
Yeah, because that's where, at the point where he pulls the lightsaber back, right?
Yep, and we'll get we'll get to that point.
Okay.
But then we cut because she's trying to escape, so we'll go back to her escaping.
That's right.
Because at some point that's where Maul goes like, "I'm going to need that back," and
Yep.
he uses the Force to grab the other side of his lightsaber, and they have a lightsaber fight.
Yep,
which
they
is
do.
That's where I want to get at, like when we get to there. But then it looks like after the Whispers of the Unknown, and then it
We
goes
have
back,
Lawson at the station,
and
kind of talking about Maul
and,
and
and Two Boots shows up again with 2 coffee cups.
oh yeah.
And he hands him a coffee cup. He's like, "I'm fully recharged." You know, but his cup's empty again.
Yep.
Which is interesting to understand the dynamic between Lawson and Two Boots,
Yeah.
because Two Boots kind of betrays him and goes on a mission where that's when Lawson is at his son's like lacrosse game.
Yeah. But
and gets
Lawson kind of betrays him first.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And that was kind
But
of a cool scene.
But he goes on a mission by himself with like, I don't know how many people to because that's where the syndicates.
Yep.
The one guy with
He's a younger guy, isn't he? Is that who you're thinking of? The younger guy, where it's him, Two Boots, and a younger guy, and they go toward and they interact with the Pikes and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll get to that point. I'm trying to, like I said, multitasking here.
Yeah, because I think we just have a brief moment at the station where you're talking about the coffee and everything. They're just kind of going over Maul. They're talking about
they don't want to bring in the Empire.
The Empire. I know they're looking at a screen and they've got Maul and Devin up. I think, if I recall, maybe they're talking about the Master as well. Daki, I think, is his name.
Yeah. Yep. No, you're right. Yep. Daki. Yep.
And then we go from there and we cut back to Devin in the dark still, with Maul's lightsaber being the only light. She's trying to find a way out, and he's still like in the shadows, popping up here and there. And then is this when she looks up and like she sees like the tower, and she's got to climb all the way up to get to the escape?
Yeah. Yep. And when she gets up there, Maul's already
He's already up there.
He's like, "You think I was gonna just let you leave?"
Yeah.
That was so cool. He's like already up there, like.
And then we also have what's the guy's name? The other crime guy, starts with a V. Vario? Yeah, because it's like Mario, but with a V. The little guy that's also locked up.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And Rook is her name? Rook and him have a little
Rookcast.
Have a little conversation.
Yep.
About him getting out or something like that, and I can't recall exactly, but probably more about like, oh, she wants to know the next shipment, right?
Yeah,
she wants the next shipment of the Pikes,
and set up that meeting and use him because then he communicates
as a pawn. Yeah.
The Spikes saying like, "Hey, I know you lost your payment. I will pay you back in credits."
Yep.
And that's
and then some.
And then some.
Like whatever you lost, and then plus more to show my loyalty to, the syndicate essentially. So yeah, and then they set up this little sting operation, and that's where Two Boots and this other guy go in, and the Pikes are.
It's where Two Boots like betrays Lawson on going on this mission by himself. with his crew.
Yeah.
And he had a cool kick-ass like moment where like everyone, I think, there's maybe like a few like actually human cops. Most of them were droids.
Right. Yeah.
But him, when he was going after Rookcast, the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He was doing all these like flips and shit, like up, trying to like climb up to get to where they were.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
And there was a moment where he landed and you see he's actually wearing boots.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you catch
I didn't
that?
catch that.
Yeah, he's actually wearing boots. It's like, you're a droid. You don't need boots. He's actually wearing boots. I was like, that's awesome.
Well, I mean, it makes sense if his name's Two Boots. You got to be wearing boots if your name is Two
Oh,
Boots.
yeah,
Otherwise, what are
yeah.
you doing with your life or your machine life? Yeah. So then there's a little shootout that takes place there, and I don't think really anyone gets harmed or killed outside of like
Minus like the droids.
droids.
Well, no. Actually, a lot of people get hurt because when Lawson, because he's at the lacrosse game,
Yeah.
and he runs into, I know we're jumping all over the place, but I think so.
It's hard
he's
because the episode jumps back and forth, so we're going to be
Yeah.
jumping back and forth.
He talks to his son. His son then, goes into the game, and he's watching. He's like, I rather just watch it from here. It's a better
Well, you
view
knew
or
why.
whatever."
You knew he was going to get called to go. He probably knew that.
Yeah.
And if he goes
then
and he
that-
sits with people, then he's going to be a lot harder for him to get out of there.
But that's when he talks to Master Splinter.
Yes.
He's like,
And so, why are you following me?
Why are you following me? And then he finally, puts, figures it all out. It's like, oh.
Yep.
I
He doesn't know he's a Jedi yet, though, because he doesn't figure that out until the end.
You could tell he speculates.
He's speculating, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so when he like turn around, he's just gone.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, he's speculating. But then it's when he gets the call where it's like, oh yeah, Two Boots and X amount of people just should hit the fan at this meetup or whatever. So that's why. To me, I forget where I'm going with this, but yeah, that's where that was part of the episode. So
I was a little sad that we didn't really get to see the sport that's being played. They show the stadium. They come in like it's an aerial view of the stadium, and you're like, ooh, Star Wars sports.
Were you hoping it was like something like Quidditch?
I don't know. I just want to see
Harry
what
Potter
it is.
style.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Star Wars fans will actually turn this into a sport like Harry Potter did with Quidditch. But yeah, I mean, it's like a lacrosse, like, I don't know, stick type of a thing with the net at the end of it. I just want to see what they're playing. And you hear on the boy like makes a point somehow. I don't know what a point is in this sport, but he makes one. And that's when he's celebrating and he turns around and he sees his dad's not gone. Or that his dad is gone.
Because I have that same scene up right now.
Yeah.
Hey, their arena is more full than Twin Stadium.
It's not hard to do right now. There could be 10 people there, and there'll be more than
I was looking at something. Apparently, the Twins are like number 1 or number 2 in the National League, like ranking or like standings.
National League?
Yeah.
What? The Twins are number 1 or 2 in the National League?
Yeah.
They're in the American League. I'm confused.
Or no. American League.
Okay.
Sorry. Correction.
I'm confused.
Yeah, that's right. Brewers are National League. Right?
Yep.
And American League. Sorry, but yeah, they're only 9-7. I don't know. It's early in the season.
Sure.
But I was like, wait, what? They've won 9 games? I'm surprised they won 1.
I'm a Brewers fan, so I follow the Brewers more. I just thought the Twins were having a bad season so far. They must have won some games recently. So
because we were talking about when we went to the buffet. I was like, well, they've been
Tigers and
they've been playing some horseshit teams, so that's why.
That doesn't hurt.
That was Novak's like, oh man, they just swept the Tigers. I was like, well, yeah, the Tigers, like they're just as bad as the Twins. So,
well, the Brewers started out 8-2 and then have lost 5 straight. So it's like, injuries are really hurting us. Anyway, so yeah,
is what's his name still part of the Brewers? Is it Yelich? Yelich?
Yeah, but he just went out last game injured. So.
Oh gosh.
And we've been missing before he went out, we had already lost so our like young stud guy, Churio, He was
Oh yeah.
he was in the WBC, so the World Baseball Classic, played for Team Venezuela. Ended up like getting a fracture in his hand during one of the games. Continued to play the whole tournament. Didn't get revealed he had this fracture until the day before opening day. So the Brewers were like, "Nope, we're gonna put you down. Well, not put you down. Like gonna put you on the IL." So he was out 2 to 4 weeks, or will be out 2 to 4 weeks from then. And then on our opening game, sorry, I know we're diving into baseball here. We'll get back to Star Wars here in a second. But our first game, another one of our studs got injured during that game. Same thing, fractured hand. So he's out 2 to 4 weeks from then. So, and then Yelich just got hurt. So we've been having some bad injuries to our starters.
Just bad luck.
Bad luck.
Yeah.
Baseball, it happens.
Tell
But hopefully should be returning soon.
Tell that to Byron Buxton. That seems to always just.
Dude,
Oops.
he was not good in the World Baseball Classic. He didn't get one hit the whole tournament. Over.
Was he like 0 for 12 strikeouts?
Not 12. Well, he probably had a few strikeouts, but not 12. Anyways, getting back to Star Wars, so we don't get to see what sport it is.
Okay.
Lawson's talking to
Joe Lawson. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
Oh, so Lawson's just talking to Docky, which, so I'm not going to take credit for this. I heard this through someone else I watched, reviewing this show, and it makes sense to me. So you know how we were talking about, okay, will Devin become Darth Talon? She's not Talon. Darth is like up in the air because Maul's not really a Sith.
Right.
And we were like, okay, who's this master? Is he a turtle or what? He seems like he's a bird. And what do birds have for feet? Talons.
Oh.
So, you know, talons, like the big, like, finger thing, like, yeah. That's what his hands are. His hands are talons. So, is that like symbolic? It could be like, we're not going to name her Darth Talon, but her master will have talons, or maybe he'll, I don't know, connect one way or another. I just thought it was fascinating. I didn't think of it. And then I saw his hands when they first showed him in this scene, and he was holding his pipe thing.
Is it like
3-finger type thing, and they're really big?
Yeah.
And I saw they were talons. I'm like, ooh, I like what that guy said about maybe there's a connection here. So keep that in mind as things progress. And
interesting take. Yeah, no, that's
Darth Talon. Her master has talons. It could be a big nothing burger in coincidence, but I don't really believe
nothing burger.
But I don't really believe in coincidences. Okay, so we go from that. So then Lawson does leave. And is this where we're getting to where Devin gets out? Do you know?
Yeah, right prior to that, but two boots.
Two boots.
Was that, and that's where Lawson gets like called to the whole incident and everything.
Yeah.
The one thing I wanted to like call out before we get to then
Maul
Devin.
And
her escaping, and then Maul anyways, back to, did you realize those cop cars, like there was a moment you're in Lawson's like POV and you're like, how the hell do you look out the window? Like the window is like
tiny.
It's like
it's all autopilot.
I mean, I that's what I'm
maybe
expecting. But he's driving it. He's got the hands on the steering. I was like, how do you know? Especially we're talking about like futuristic, where we're not just on a road. There's layers and layers and layers of like road.
You don't just have to look left and right anymore. You gotta look up. You gotta look down. You gotta look at all angles.
There's no someone in your blind side. Like,
Dude, have you ever driven a Mustang?
I owned him. I had a Mustang.
I drove one for the first time a couple years back, and you cannot see out those windows. That I was like pissing my pants driving that because Colleen and I went to Colorado one year, and we got a rental car, and it ended up being a Mustang. We didn't choose it. I think the car we were supposed to get was no longer there or something.
What year? What year kind of Mustang though?
Oh,
Model.
it was probably within the last decade.
Oh, okay. So it would have been because I had mine. I had for almost 10 years.
I mean, this was probably like a 2018, 2017 Mustang or something like that. And
that would have been what because I have a picture up there. I just don't want to
get. Oh no, that's fine.
I'm too lazy to go grab it. But yeah, no, that's.
But I'm used to like. I was used to like Ford Escapes and Jeep Cherokees before driving that, and oh man, because the Jeep or in a Ford Escape, you're kind of up a little more. You've bigger windows, you can see. This Mustang, I'm like laying back, and the windows are just tiny, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to move into the left lane because I can't freaking see around me. So I probably what they were or how I would feel flying one of these ships that Lawson is.
Like the visibility out of those windows, I'm telling you,
minimal.
they're like this. I was like, how do you even the front window
is like this? That? That's what the droids are for.
Like, how do you see out of the window in the front and you're going forward? And I was like, what the? Okay, whatever. That's why.
And why aren't we aerodynamic so things don't go flying in the windshield?
Yeah, right.
And then we get another.
Because of that. I mean, I get what you're saying. Because I'm pointing at my Mustang picture up there. That's definitely why I moved to like an SUV. I'd rather drive an SUV or a truck or something.
Yeah,
you're upright. You're more upright, and you have more visibility. Just everything is just that's my preference going forward. And on top of that, as much as I love my Mustang back in the day, it was great during the summertime. Sucked during the wintertime because
I believe it.
It was rear-wheel drive, so I'd spin out so many times. Oh, it was not fun. So, anyways,
I got an F-150 now, so I feel very safe and comfortable in that driving around. And then we get another scene with Vario and Rook just kind of going over further plan details. And that's when that droid thing shows up again. That the one-eyed pirate droid that you love.
Yeah, the pet droid.
Yeah. And then
they still don't have. They haven't. Is it
Icarus?
Name? If there's a name for it, I don't know.
That's right, because you were mentioning a name.
Because I was looking on my phone. The cast, because I kept forgetting Rook cast is the Mandalorian, but there was random voice actors said Icarus. I was like, well,
maybe it's Icarus.
I don't know.
I can't deny it.
At this point, just call it Darth Maul's pet.
Yeah, Darth Maul's pet droid.
Or not Darth Maul.
Maul. Sorry, Maul. Maul's pet droid.
Maul's pet droid. I still love that scene when he's like petting petting it.
Yeah, with his fingers. And then we get the scene where we're at the Pikes like base or whatnot, and the head Pike is there, and then we got the hollow projector of Vario kind of running through the details of what they're going to do, but it's all a setup by Maul and his gang for essentially wiping out the leader of the Pike Syndicate.
Now, do you think he was in on the whole plan? Because at first I thought it was like, he's trying to the one
Vario
syndicate, was trying to like, because he kept telling me like he's here.
I think that was all part of the plan.
That was all part of the plan. Okay,
that was my take of it, because they didn't do anything to him afterwards.
No, to me, I think they're going to keep using him as much as they can.
Yeah.
Before Maul probably kills him.
Yeah, because he wants to get to all the syndicates, I'm sure, before that, before getting rid of this guy. But he's probably going to want to get rid of him so he can control his syndicate too.
Right. Yep.
And then we get a scene with Lawson and Two Boots again. And is this when was the scene where Lawson, was it Lawson or someone made a comment about his former wife being part of the Empire? Do you remember that?
The droid said that?
No, I'm trying to remember who said it. I think it was with Lawson, or maybe someone made the comment about Lawson's former wife being part of the Empire. And, Lawson doesn't want Imperial involvement. He doesn't like the Empire. So I'm assuming that's kind of what led to the downfall of their marriage, is differences in opinion about the Empire. So she works. Whoever his wife is works for the Empire.
Was that the Spike leader that said that?
I don't know. I'm trying to recall. I'm
pretty sure it was this. Oh God, who? What? Now it's gonna kill me. Not knowing. I'm pretty sure it was
the
Spike
Pikes
leader.
You mean the Pikes?
Or the Pike? Yeah, leader.
Maybe.
I think.
Okay.
It's either that. Yeah, it's either that scene or the scene where Lawson and Two Boots are talking.
I feel like it was around the scene when he shuts him off. I don't know if it was. I don't think.
Yeah, where like he turns him off because he was gonna
call the Empire.
Call the Empire.
But I thought that was very important, and I feel like that's gonna play a part somewhere.
There's definitely something going on too with Lawson, and like was it the first episode where Maul didn't kill him?
Spares him,
spares him, just knocks him out. So there's something about Lawson that really
is important.
Yeah, and why Maul didn't kill him,
and that we haven't been revealed because they're talking about like his relationship. They bring in his son, so there's something about this family, and I'm assuming it comes down to Lawson and his former wife, and like I said, that had to part ways. I'm assuming differences of opinion of the Empire, because something that big could definitely tear out a relationship.
Right, yeah.
Unless she's a spy, kind of like maybe she works for Saw Gerrera's team, type of a thing. Or who were the other ones that they were in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show? That one chick disguised herself, Teva or something, where she was like an Imperial soldier, and she's the one that ended up rescuing Obi-Wan and Leia because she worked for the Resistance or the Rebels.
Yeah.
Maybe the wife is something like that. I don't know. I'm purely guessing, speculating. She probably just works for the Empire. That's that. So then following that scene, we do get, we're at the final exit area of Devon. She sees the door to get out the light. They're on this big bridge, and then Maul's there. And then here's where we actually get our first saber fight, and they engage. And that was freaking badass duel. That was so visually pleasing. And it was. And I mean, even like the details of their lightsabers. I mean,
tell me more. Tell me more.
I mean, she's using his lightsaber, and the one that Maul still has, the laser portion itself, the laser sword, it reminded me a little bit of like Kylo Ren's, how it's just not as uniform. Yeah.
I love how when he pulls this little, like his other little half, and he puts his hand
other
behind
little half.
But he puts his hand behind his back and he fights her.
It's like Three Musketeers. I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, what do you call that?
Fencing.
When,
fencing.
Fencing. Yeah. Fencing. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, this is fucking cool.
He's an Olympic fencer. You didn't know
And
that?
he was just like making her look like an amateur. I've never held a lightsaber before.
Yeah, again, he's just toying with her. He's
Yeah, but
trying.
the whole time he's commentating too about like trying to push her in the areas like you've been taught the wrong way.
Yep.
Like kind of really Jedi way is not the way.
Right.
It's pretty much like in a roundabout way of everything he keeps taunting at her while they're fighting, which
Yeah.
I found fascinating. I thought it was awesome.
But yeah, did you notice that like with the lightsabers, how his actual saber, the one that he's still using, the laser portion of it or the sword portion of it, kind of similar to, not to the same level, but similar to like Kylo Ren's. Remember how Kylo Ren's is like wavy, where you look at a lightsaber and normally it's just like kind of a uniform light. His is
And it's
kind
all
of like sporadic or unhinged, and
it's all about the what correct me if I'm wrong, is the kyber crystal is cracked.
could be.
And that's what creates that kind of like that like vibration out of the saber sword portion where it just looks like it's I don't know malfunctioning if you want to call it that or like it's not as crisp
Right.
like a straight up like what you normally see. So
Right.
I wonder if it's that, and then especially when it comes to Maul, everyone talks about there's a rumor of like so if Maul's lightsaber can break in two, does that mean he's got two kyber crystals?
I believe so.
Well, what if then? And you gotta as a Jedi, you have to go out, or I wonder if the Sith they do the same thing. You have to search out and find your crystal.
Yeah, like Jedi
It,
Padawan, they as part of their like training, they go out and they find a kyber crystal. It kind of calls to them. They go to the planet Ilum, which is actually if you play Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order, the planet Ilum is there, and Cal Kestis goes to that planet. But
yeah, I remember that.
Ilum is also the planet that's used as Starkiller base in the sequel trilogy. If you didn't know that.
Okay, did not. Okay.
So that's
Okay.
Ilum, and it's rich in kyber. And that if you watch Clone Wars, that's the that's where the Padawans would go to find their crystals, which makes sense why they would turn First Order would turn that planet into a big like battle station because it uses kyber crystal to power the laser, and why not use one of the most rich planets in kyber crystal than Ilum? I forget where I was going with that, but I was going to say, I always thought that the like ununiform or eradicate like laser had more to do with like the person's connection with the Force. So if someone's unstable, like Kylo Ren was kind of unstable with his Force powers, first he was good and then bad, and then he was kind of unhinged, like you see him like thrashing at computers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So he was unhinged. So his, sword and saber kind of replicated that. I feel like that could be the same with Maul because he's got a lot of rage. He's a little unhinged. So maybe there's a bit of that. But at the same time, he gets in his stance in his duel. So he does have like properness in terms of combat to him. He knows like the mechanics and mythology to fighting and dueling. And that's when he can kind of rein it in. But yeah, maybe it is about like a crack in the kyber crystal. I don't know that. So if anyone listening and knows, like, let us know. I'm definitely curious about that, or I'll go search after we're talking.
Because where I was going with that was
Yeah,
wondering
continue.
because when you talked about his saber and how it has that kind of look to it,
Yeah,
um, is the saber the fact that you can literally break it in half and both still work, there's not one kyber crystal. Then there's got to be two. What
Yeah.
if the one is cracked in half
Yep. Could be.
and is in both? So that's how you can break it off. But that's why it looks like distorted
Like one
at
is a
times.
little distorted, the other is more
Yeah,
uniform.
like you said, when you wave it around,
Yep.
you can just like Kylo Ren's lightsaber looks kind of like it's broken, but
Yep.
not. But so that's where I was going with it. So.
The one he's holding, his igniter sounds freaking sweet when he lights that thing up. I don't know if you caught that, how it sounded.
Who, Maul?
Maul, the one he still holds on to. So, Devin's there, and she has her. It's his saber, but she's already got it ignited, and then he ignites his, and it's like that sound was pretty badass.
The entire time we've seen him with the double when he has him like the double lightsaber going, you could tell you can hear the sound effects from Phantom Menace.
Well, it's a different saber. It's a different saber.
I know, but you hear the sound effect, and
right.
you're just like, "Oh man, goosebumps!" Like that's so awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Even when he's like deflecting like the blaster fire that comes at him, just the way it's like you don't hear that with like a single lightsaber.
Yeah,
it's only when someone has a double lightsaber like his where you hear that and you're just like, oh god, that is so cool.
And I love when he's like dueling with the double saber, how it looks like how the light traces, it looks kind of like flames in a way.
Yeah, totally.
It's so badass. I mean, we have Inquisitors use dual sabers, but they don't look the same as Maul's.
Exactly. It doesn't look or sound or
the physics behind Maul's is different, and it just and this animation really brings it out great. And I think this show does animated lightsabers the best, because Rebels they're like a little little thin, they look like fencing swords.
That's a good point.
They're super thin. And Clone Wars, it's good, but this is like a whole new level. Like this, they're making lightsabers look like lightsabers, in my opinion. They look like live action lightsabers. It's freaking sweet. So yeah, in this duel, I'm not gonna say that Devin wins. Maul clearly lets her go.
Oh, totally.
But was able to, spar with him for a while, keep up for a bit, and then she gets to the other side and is running to leave, and then that's when Maul force grabs and is like, I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need that back.
Yep. And then the episode ends just panning at him, and the dark comes in, and they're just all you see is his eyes, and then it goes to black, and then end of the episode. So episode 3, we're already getting lightsaber fights. We've had action this whole show so far. But really getting into the nitty gritty, there is no such thing as, at least right now, as a filler episode in this show. Everything is just right to the point. And then we get to the next episode, and I'm trying to remember, how does this one start? Is this where this is when they're carrying out the plan where where Vario is meeting up with the head of the Pike Syndicate.
The Pikes.
And I think they show that he has a gun. I was like, okay, where is he going with this? I didn't know it was a stun gun. Come to find out, it's a stun gun, or that he's got it set to the stun mode. But I'm like, okay, what kind of stupid thing is Vario going to do and end up getting himself killed? So the plan here is that Vario will come to the Pikes and say, brought him the credits and then more. And they're scanning it. And I'm like, well, what kind of scanner do you have? What's in the credits that allows it to be picked up and automatically count it? Did you catch that?
I caught that.
Because they're we're counting it. And they're just waving this wand over it.
Yeah, wand thing. I was like, what? Okay.
And then while they're doing that, Vario steps forward and he kind of gives an indication
it's I tried, but I
Tried to
can't.
warn you.
Like, I tried to warn you,
He's
but I
in
can't.
there.
And then like, oh, there's another life form on board.
And then you see this cloaked figure come out with a lightsaber, and you're made to believe.
And right away, I was like, that's not.
No.
I was like right away. I'm like, Maul's not dumb. We
Right.
talked about this. We talked about this last week. About like Maul is so strategic about his approach about this. Like Maul wouldn't be this dumb.
Yeah. And the other thing I noticed, and like I need to go back because I told myself go back and rewatch this episode and pay attention to it, because I don't believe in that scene there was ever a blaster bolt that was parried. I think he was just parried, like blocked. Because a Sith or a former Sith would be able to deflect him. I think he was just dodging him, and then he just goes and just like slashes and kills everyone.
I gotta say it threw me a little off though how well again I can't remember, but his species Zabrak, like it's one of his minions.
Yep.
That
disguises
him. He moved he moved like a Jedi though.
Right.
Or I mean like a force wielder, how he took down some of the spikes. I was like, what?
Well, if that species from Dathomir, they're heavy into like the witchcraft type, so they're Asajj Ventress.
Okay.
How she's a witch. The Zabrak, like Dathomir brothers, they also are like part of that, but they're just the male side. So if they're from Dathomir, then I'm sure they have some connection to the Force in terms of witchcraft, which could play into the part that, maybe he's able to evade blaster bolts and everything because of his connection with the Force, or to, the witchcraft I'm talking about. But yeah, I was like, and then when because then Vario in this confrontation pulls out his gun and stuns
him
to make it look like, see, like, tell your leader I'm the one that took him down.
Yep.
Make sure to say that. But it was all deployed so that he could be included to be bringing Maul to their leader, just so that, distract them from where Maul actually is, which he comes in later. But I'm like, I don't think Maul would go down from a stun gun. Like,
exactly.
Whatever suspicion I had leading up to this point, it was solidified at that. I'm like, no, that's not Maul. That's
right
one
away.
of those Dathomir brothers.
I was like, this is planned. You could tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep talking. I got to take a bathroom break.
Yeah, go for it. So then they bring what they believe is Maul to the leader of the Pikes, and the Vario guy is trying to take credit for this, and then come to find out that's not Maul, because the leader is like, bring him forward, and he noticed he's like, that is not him. And then you see Maul come from the background, steps in, and gets involved with this. And again, just the animation in itself, it's top notch. It really is. And I'm trying to remember, do they call out what this Pike leader's name is? Because he looks different from Pike leaders we've seen in the past. Because we've seen it in the Book of Boba Fett and whatnot. But anyways, so Maul comes in, and they presented the leader with what they believe was Maul's saber. And Maul, when he reveals himself, ignites it and just like slashes, like force slashes him, and takes him out. And then he starts fighting the other Pikes that are there, and they all get taken down except for 3 of them. and then he calls out one of them and makes some kind of reference to you're the like the military leader or whatnot of this group, and he said, well, now you can be the leader of the Pikes, but in return, I expect you to listen to whatever I have to say. So in other words, he can continue to rule in the stead of the other leader. So this new Pike guy takes over, but he has to listen to Maul. Maul is the one in control. Bogey just returned, and I was just commenting of how he took out the Pike leader. He ignited the saber when it was presented to the Pike leader, and he took out all the Pike.
Maul, but
the real Maul, when real Maul revealed himself.
Yeah, but ignited it using the Force.
Yeah, almost like Snoke taking out Snoke
and like sliced him.
Yep.
That was so awesome.
And then proceeds to like take out all the others except for 3, and then he ends up naming one of them the head
of security or whatever.
Yeah.
of the Pikes. He's like, you're in charge now, but you
listen to me.
You answer to me.
Exactly.
Okay. But that was really cool because I have it like playing right now too. When the doors open and Maul's just on the other side of the door. Oh God!
It really gave me.
And he uses the Force to grab the lightsaber to make it, into a double lightsaber.
Yeah.
And he just
when he
that's what I'm talking about. Sorry.
I was just gonna say when he ignited it to take out the leader, it really gave me vibes of when Kylo Ren or Ben Solo took out Snoke in the sequel trilogy. You know what I'm talking about? When he
I mean yeah, I thought that part of that movie though it
was a little cheesy.
you already know my feelings about that trilogy.
Oh, I know. I have a similar feelings. But I was just getting that kind of vibe.
That scene, like I was just sitting there, I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll throw $100. I know it's gonna happen.
Right.
Like
right.
it was so like
and like Snoke is like narrating it in a way. It's
yeah. I was just like, what
but
the
just
hell?
in a like
it was so
but
I don't know.
Not quite the way it was going. Anyway, so that scene happens and then we cut to like the title scene. And then we come back and it's Devin essentially returning back to her master, Daki, and he's just hiding out in the Ninja Turtle sewers. And
the voice of the master.
Yeah, who is it? It sounds so familiar.
State Farm.
Is that him?
The
yeah. I didn't know that was him.
About?
Yeah, I know. I can't remember his name, but I
don't know if you ever got into the show 24.
Yeah, I watched 24.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland?
Yep.
Jack Bauer?
Yeah.
Remember the president?
Yeah, was that him?
President Palmer?
Yeah.
That's him.
That's all. I didn't know that.
That's the voice of the master. What would you say his name was?
Daki?
Yeah, Daki. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. That's him. Yeah, that's what if you were wondering because I would when you watch animation, you're just like, God, I know that voice.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden it hits, and you're like, Yep,
that makes sense.
Yep.
So in this scene, Devin reunites with her master Daki, and he has like her cloak and lightsaber waiting for her and everything, and I'm like, oh yes, okay, here we go. We're gonna.
And it's like a hidden like sewer.
Yeah, like I said, the Ninja Turtle sewer.
Master Splinter.
That's it. I'm telling you, I feel like there's a lot of ties into that.
Master. Would you say Daki?
Daki, Master Daki.
Fuck that, Master Splinter. We're calling him that.
Works for me. So,
hey, he's made it. He's lasted longer than I expected. I thought he'd be dead by now.
I felt like he was going to last through most of the season. I don't think he's going to make it out of this season because I think the end of the season will start getting the turn of her. And I feel like his death is going to be like the catalyst to her turning.
And there was a moment, I don't know if we've hit that yet or not. I think I think it was the episode before. I mean, Maul pretty much was like convincing her like, my enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
Like, you hate the Empire, so do I.
Yeah.
How about we work
Team up.
together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I wonder at one point that's going to be where, maybe at the end of the season, like you said, maybe comes to that point. Or the Empire, one of the Inquisitors kills her
I still think
master.
it's going to be the Empire that ends up killing her master.
Master Splinter.
Yeah, and like I said last time, I think that's going to be the final straw where she's going to want revenge.
The turning point.
The turning point for her, and because it's the Empire that killed him and not Maul, because she's still young, she's going to still need training and guidance. So then she'll look to Maul and be like,
yeah,
let's, and Maul's probably going to plan it so it happens that way. Like, I don't think Maul's going to be innocent in how the master perishes. It's all going to be part of his plan, but it's going to be the Empire that makes the blow. My guess. I was getting nervous at the end of episode 4 here, and I'm like, don't kill him, because then my plan is gone to shit if that's the case. Because maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like if Maul kills her master, why the hell would she join him?
Oh, right. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Totally agree.
I don't know how they would. I mean, if that's what happens, I'm sure they'll find a way to spin it that way. But like, if he actually takes the blow and she sees it, she's not going to join up with him. No way.
And then wouldn't that like correlate just perfectly? He wants his revenge.
Yep.
And she'll want her revenge.
She wants to avenge her master.
Wouldn't that just make sense for it to all of a sudden, like, that's partner up?
Yeah, it's poetic that way.
Meanwhile, Rook Cass be like, God damn it. I was hoping to get laid tonight.
Get some Mandalorian Zabrox going on. I wonder what that will look like.
No kidding.
I don't need to know at this point. So then from there we go back to the station, and now Lawson is talking to some other guy. I don't know who this guy is. And essentially they've received like coordinates or something, some kind of indication where Maul is, or I feel like they were making you believe it was Maul, but it was the master who provided this intel, right? Because like Lawson knew the master, Devin and Daki were going to be there. Because
yeah, I'm trying to look and trying to remember.
Because when Maul said you guys are outnumbered, he said we're not, because he knew that Devin and Daki were there, or at least he was going under the assumption that they would be there. And I think he even said that too, like he knew that they would come.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. Now I'm looking at it because Lawson runs to the chief and says, like, I know where Maul is.
Yep.
And he's having this meeting. He's like, I need a task force. I need your approval. And she goes, bring Maul in.
Yep.
You got my approval.
Yep.
So then he runs off.
Because I have to believe it was Devin, or probably not Devin. It was Daki, the master, who provided those details.
It's either that or Maul did it.
Could have been too.
Just like knew what was going to happen, because Maul the whole thing that we're going to break down is like Maul was like the whole time was like started off as a hologram or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was in the rafters just watching. Like,
yeah.
So like it seemed like he had this whole plan. The only thing that broke the plan was Master Splinter and
Devin.
What's her name? Yeah, Devin. Like, I think but he wanted Devin. So there's a lot of elements to it.
Well, I feel like Maul knew Devin and Daki would show up, and I feel like Lawson also knew that they would show up. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yep.
Because I think Maul felt that way just because it's in their nature of Jedi to help, and they're there, and it's this situation. And I think Docky was the one that provided some intel to Lawson, because Docky's been meeting up with Lawson, and I don't know if he sent it to them somehow. I called it in. I don't know. I can't really recall. I've only seen it once.
Okay.
But then this is.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this entire time I've been watching this show, I've never seen this, but then it happened just now, makes me think like, okay, what the heck? So you know how Two Boots got on desk? He's on desk duty.
Yeah.
And when Lawson is like, "Oh, we're scrambling, we're gonna head out," Two Boots can't go because he's on desk duty, droid and everything.
Yeah.
He blinked.
Really?
Yeah. Can they?
Well, his eyes have been like fluttering at times.
Oh yeah, I'm watching right now. He blinked twice.
Yeah, his eyes have been like I don't know if they're like fully blinking, but they kind of like flutter
They got emotions then? Like, I don't know.
That's up to interpretation. Whether
I just find that interesting. I just had to call that out because I don't recall seeing him blink a single time in the first 2 episodes.
I just remember his eyes fluttering from time to time. I don't know if they're pure blinks, but they like type of thing.
Okay. I'm just thinking like all the movies like C-3PO.
Yeah, C-3PO doesn't blink
He doesn't blink at all.
No.
So it's like to me like a lot of droids that you see throughout
right.
they never blink.
Yeah. I feel like this is like humanizing the droid a little bit more, whether it's intentional or not. From the artist perspective or like the creators of the show, I feel like it's a way to make him seem more, because they have added quite a few elements to make it seem like a more personable droid, even though they do blatantly call out that it's a droid too, because the whole coffee scene, like him drinking coffee is really making him feel more like a person, but then he flat out says like, well, I can't drink it, I just do it, for the conversation type of a thing.
Trying to...
So I think like the whole eye situation is just kind of humanizing the droid a little bit more, even though clearly it's just light, so it's also just a droid.
I mean, to me, like my favorite droid is K2SO.
Yeah, K2 is awesome.
You can't. I don't know. Where would you put like your of all droids? I know. I got my blind rankings. I just pulled out of my butt.
There you go. Is it about droids?
No. Well, no. Well,
it's not. But some of the options are droids.
No, it's not
okay.
droid.
Okay.
But it's machinery.
Well, man, I'm wearing a Star Wars droid right now. So.
I what is it? I was trying to like see.
You don't know who it is? It's from the video game.
I can't see or zoom in.
That's right, because you're seeing something smaller, aren't you?
No, I know,
it's Cal Kestis'
like
droid.
A little square. What is it?
Cal Kestis' droid, and it just says Jedi Fallen Order. The video game.
Okay.
BD.
Nice.
And
Mr. Me, I'm just over here wearing a flannel.
Matching your lightsaber.
Yeah. But no, so yeah.
But I think I love that question about, do droids like have emotion or do they have feelings? I know in the content we've received, like we've had droids like, I don't have human emotions, but at the same time, like I feel like there is a sense that droids do have, or some level of understanding of emotions, and take on those emotions themselves as well. And I'm sure like as people from Star Wars, meaning the characters within the franchise, create these droids, they probably try to implement some form or programming of emotions in them, because it seems like some of them do have emotions one way or another.
I mean, I think C-3PO said it a couple times throughout his lifespan of Star Wars, I have a bad feeling about this. Right?
Well, that was Han Solo that was known for that.
I know he said that, but I'm pretty sure C-3PO said that.
Yeah,
a time or two.
Yeah, he has mentioned it. Yep. And was he said it in the sequel trilogy, or started saying it, and then didn't he get hushed or something like that? He didn't finish it and he got told shut up or something.
Oh, maybe. I don't. Like I said, those sequel episodes.
You're done.
I probably watched them like Force Awakens.
You've watched a few times.
I watched a couple times. the other two once.
Yeah,
In theaters, and that's it.
that was it. You're like, nope.
I was like, these are trash.
I mean, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've watched them all a few times.
And God, please make Mando and Grogu a good one. I as much as I'm loving Maul right now, I'm just like, please, Dave Filoni, don't fail us.
Well, but like, yeah, I know. But at the same time, most of the work was done on this when it was still Kathleen Kennedy in charge. So
yeah, true. Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh man.
I honestly, like I've told you before, I have a feeling like 2-3 years from now are gonna look back and be like, the Maul show was better. I just have this sense. I want the Mando and Grogu movie to be awesome more than anything. I love Star Wars and I want it to get back on track. I want it to be a big success. I want this movie to be a big success. I just don't have high hopes. Maybe I'm just subverting expectations a little bit.
No, I'm on the same boat with you.
I hope it's great.
I'm hoping, I'm being not optimistic, pessimistic. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Just kind of like, yeah. Well, I just let's put the expectation down here, and then come out of the theater. We'll be like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was way better than I thought.
It was pretty good. Was it great? No, but it was better than I expected.
Right.
So
I just know how season 3 went with Mandalorian, and it's like,
your sigh.
Grogu should not even be with Mando, in my opinion. I don't think that's how they wanted it.
He should have stayed with Luke.
Yeah.
Became the next Yoda.
Become a Jedi with Luke. Like, that's where he should be. Now it's like, oh, now Mando and Grogu on adventures, and here we go. It's like, let's keep that to a show.
And we talked. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
we were talking about when we got grabbed lunch the other day. How much? What is it? Starfighter with Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to be like potentially one of those another takes in a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the hell is this all about? Like, I don't know.
There's never one. There's always two now. A master and apprentice.
Right. One adult, one kid.
That's what Disney Star Wars is about, I guess. Well, that's what Disney is about too. I mean, in many ways, it's about like
true.
Because I mean, Disney was made for like kids or young audiences, and everyone needs a teacher. So I feel like in a lot of Disney movies and Disney content, like you have the whole main character and their like, I don't know, master or predecessor or whatever you want to call it, their guide that sets like their morals in motion for, going forward.
Right. Yeah.
Lion King, you got Mufasa and Simba, Aladdin, you've got the genie. I mean, I know they kind of, it's not like they were there together from the start, but you've got the genie who's kind of the guide for Aladdin. I can name countless other Disney movies, but that's just kind of how it goes. But Starfighter, yeah, we haven't heard much, but you said that was revealed that it's Ryan Gosling's probably the teacher, and then the kid, there'll be some kid that's kind of learning from him under his wing in a way. So,
I mean, I love Ryan Gosling as an actor. I think he makes a lot of really good shit. So
that alone will draw in some money for Disney.
For sure. So that
I honestly have higher hopes for that movie. Like higher expectations for that movie than I do The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Mando Grogu.
I don't hate The Mandalorian and Grogu. I know it sounds like I don't. I can't.
It doesn't look like the promising, like from what we've seen from the trailers,
from the
and
trailers and where we ended up with season 3. Like I don't.
So I totally get where you're coming from. I was like, I feel the same way. So like,
But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Where did I even?
To me, it's one of these like movies where it's like, if Maul was in the theaters and you're gonna watch it, and like, oh man, I gotta pee. I can't leave.
No.
But if it was,
I would have rather have them done like this Maul show in live action, and do the Mandalorian Grogu stuff in the animation.
Yes, there you go. You're
like they should have reversed the roles here.
You're hitting the nail exactly what I'm trying to get at. Yeah,
but like at the same time, I think the animation does allow for a lot more of, like we spoke to at the beginning of this recording. You have a lot more flexibility in like dramatizing something, especially action scenes when it comes to animation. Like you can accentuate flips and whatnot versus having an actual live action person do these. It's a lot more vicious through animation. Right. So it definitely helps this show out by being animated. All right, so now we're at this is where Lawson betrays Two Boots because they're talking in the station and Two Boots has reached his limit. He's like, I'm sorry. I can't hold out any longer. We've got to bring in the Empire. Like, it's part of my protocol. You're going against the Empire's rules or regulations or whatnot. I got to do it. So he goes into like this like like phone room or something like that, or communications room, Two Boots that is, to dial in the Empire to call him. And right before he does it, Lawson sneaks behind and flips the switch, turns them off. He's like, sorry, Two Boots. And then he closes. I don't know if he locks the door behind him so no one can come in, but
I think eventually later on, someone gets in and reactivates him.
Yeah.
And then he calls in the Empire.
Yeah.
Because there's a later on, not so we don't forget, there's a point where Lawson says, I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Right? And then Two Boots goes, I hope you can forgive me too for what I've done. And that's when you get all of a sudden the Empire shows up.
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
No. So Lawson turns him off, and then we transition to the scene where the cops are pulling into wherever this communicated coordinates are, and this is where Maul is, and Lawson's got his like task force of droids and a couple of soldier or security personnel, and Vario, right? He's the one that brings in the holograph or whatever. Yeah, it's Maul speaking to him. Hologram, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
and it's
Jinx.
Yeah, and he's like, Maul wants to talk to you. So then Maul is communicating with him. And that's where Maul is like, you're outnumbered. Like, I'll make a deal with you. You can leave. We can have peace between, your security your city and our crime syndicate. Just let me go about my, crime syndicate things that I do, and we won't interfere with your people. And Lawson's like, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I need you out of here. I need you taken care of. And then Maul's like, well, you're severely overmatched. And then Lawson's like, I don't think so. Because that's where I think Lawson knows that he's got 2 Jedi like watching over them and will intervene.
You think so?
That was my.
He looks surprised later, like later on.
I thought he said, I knew you'd show up.
Oh, good point.
So I think he knew. I think when they received these coordinates, I think he knew who it was. I don't think I think it was Daki. I don't think Daki was like, "Oh, here, I'm sending you coordinates," type of thing. No, I think they received this intel. I think it was sent from Daki. This was my interpretation. I could be wrong. This is just how I was
No,
perceiving it.
no, it's a good take. No,
And and
when you say that, I'm kind of like,
and
well,
Lawson was
as I'm watching it, kind of like, yeah, you got
I
a good point.
so I think Lawson knew that it was Daki. He had this sense that it was Daki sending it. So then going there, he knew that Daki and Devin would be there to protect. So that was the only reason why I could believe when he thought that he wasn't overmatched, because he knows who Maul is, and it's like you only have like security droids and a few security people against Mandalorians and Maul. Like you would know you're outnumbered. But again, my interpretation, he knew Jedi were there. So then Lawson and his task force engage with Rook and the Mandalorians and so Maul's gang, and they're Lawson's crew's just overwhelmed. Like those droids were getting taken out, his troops were getting taken out. Um, but Lawson kind of he has this like droid that like hovers and searches like a camera, and it locates Maul. So then Lawson's objective is I'm going to go find Maul. And so he leaves his task.
I mean, I hope we don't get. Can you show a picture?
Yeah, you can show a picture.
If
Can't
that's
really
all
see it.
blurry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I see it's Maul and like
Let's see if I can get just.
yeah, I can see it. Where it's Maul taking stance with Devin and Daki on the other side.
Yep.
With the red with the blue.
Yep.
Yeah, that's badass.
And that that's what I have on my TV right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, that is God right now. I mean, it's so blurry on my phone, but on my TV, it's like Darth Maul just
beautiful
with one hand has this double lightsaber. Oh man, you can't beat that. That is so good.
Yeah, the imagery is top notch for sure. So yeah,
so sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
so Lawson is going after Maul because his like hover or his camera droid located him, and in the process, like Rook encounters him, and he like Lawson like shoots out that like tower thing just to like stop her from Rook.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of as a diversion. So then Lawson gets away, and his crew are still getting just bombarded. And then that kind of leads to what you just showed.
Maul fighting
Devin and Daki. And it was to me, very reminiscent of the Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting Maul scene.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Just kind of how like the action and fighting was taking place. And and Devin even took on a move that was similar to Kenobi's, but she, instead of 2 fingers, her hand was like that because she had like the sword and like the hand, which was like Kenobi's move. So that was something I noticed.
And in this fight, there was a soundtrack. Like I'm trying to remember if it was in Empire Strikes Back or if it was, but like again, because what I referenced from like the first 2 episodes, there's like it's not exactly that like soundtrack, but it's like sprinkled in where you're like,
sure,
yeah, that sounds
like
familiar.
a mix of it.
Yeah. So there's definitely a moment during this whole lightsaber fight. It reminds me, at least for me, it reminded me of something.
Yeah.
From these OG trilogies. So.
Well, and they're definitely pulling in the music from, the different trilogies that we've seen, original trilogy and prequels specifically.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
So now Daki, Devin, and Maul are all dueling, And I mentioned this earlier, but I still think Maul he wasn't going full potential. If I feel like Maul could easily have taken out.
Oh yeah, no, he went full potential against the Master Splinter guy.
I still think
He got pissed when he hit his mechanical leg.
Oh yeah, he did get pissed there.
Oh, he wanted to kill him.
How did that not hurt Docky too? Like you're kicking some metal leg.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
when he like looked down and all, so you can hear like
Yeah.
like mechanical
Malfunctioning a little bit. Yeah.
And then he got pissed. He wanted to kill him.
He did, but I still don't know if he wanted to kill him. And maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like he could have easily killed them both. I mean, you got Maul kind of like peak Maul versus like people that are in hiding that haven't really been training much as of recent. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you got a point. That's what like
Like
this is literally the end of the episode.
I feel like him fighting Qui-Gon and Kenobi is a lot harder than fighting these two. Right?
No, you think so? Oh, we don't have enough backstory of these guys.
I think Qui-Gon and Qui-Gon and Kenobi are better fighters, in my opinion, than these two. You've got some old master who's like, I mean, I guess you could argue Yoda was old and like, but he was, but just,
yeah.
I just would think Qui-Gon and Kenobi are better fighters than these two. Not to say these two are bad, but they've been in hiding, not training. They're not up to snuff on like combat. So I just feel like if he wanted to like take them out, he could have easily taken them out.
Remember, this is like not that long after Order 66.
A year.
About was that confirmed? Or
that's the speculation. That's just what I've.
Okay, because we talked about it last week. Because I was like, this is pretty much like not that far off from when Order 66, the Rise of the Empire, and everything.
Yeah. Word is, I've heard is about a year after it, which makes sense. But yeah, I mean, but not training for a year. That, I mean, I think of like playing sports and stuff. If I haven't been training for a year, then I feel like I'd be a little bit out of it. So versus like Kenobi.
Oh, come on, Captain Mudge.
Well, I mean, think about
Home run.
Boom. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan Kenobi are like practicing every day. They're training all the time, and they're in the height of their, being Jedi. Well, Kenobi's still kind of a not youngling, but he's Padawan.
He'd be the Obi-Wan and Anakin in the Obi-Wan show, kind of like, I was wondering if you're going to show up. I thought you slept in. when they do that like little lightsaber battle.
Yep, the little like training sesh.
Did we ever talk about that scene? What if I like, oops, just decapitated my master? Like, oops.
Probably don't want to do that.
Yeah, because they go hard.
Yeah,
I was just like,
yeah, Anakin was like,
what if he actually like just cut his leg off by accident? You're like, oops, sorry.
They power down their lightsabers to stun, not kill.
I thought you were gonna block it.
Which have you ever seen those clips of like, I don't know if it's on TikTok or something, but where someone's like how lightsaber fights should have gone, where like when someone goes to block or whatever, you turn off your lightsaber and then you turn it back on the other side.
No, that's
like
that's
why has this strategy not been introduced into Star Wars?
That's hilarious.
Like if you're being blocked, just turn it off and then turn it back on. Follow through with it.
That's awesome. I did not no, but when you say that, I visually can. That's like hilarious. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop.
I swear it's like on TikTok or something that I've seen that. But anyways, and it's just my personal opinion. I feel like Maul could have maybe easily is the wrong word, but he could have bested them a lot easier than what he led this to be. I think this is all him just toying more with Devin than the
Oh, for
master.
sure.
He's just like playing along, like, all right, let me see what what your hidden potential is just by dueling you. Not intending to kill her. Maybe the master, maybe he doesn't mind killing it. But again, I still think that tarnishes his whole plan of acquiring her as an apprentice. If he kills her master, that's just going to set her the other direction. So
Totally agree, and I think because at the end of the episode, he's wounded.
oh yeah, the master.
He's holding his gut.
Yeah, he gets
And
kicked in the stomach or punched in the
yeah, but I
stomach.
think there might have been another injury or
Oh,
something.
other wound. Okay.
Maybe, but because Devin is like, "Oh, you're injured, master," and
Yep.
then all you see is his hand holding like his gut.
Yep.
You don't ever see like.
You mean his
I think
talon?
I think she pulled.
His Darth Talon is holding his injury.
right.
Sorry, continue.
But no, they're like sitting there in the alleyway, and I think she pulled, but all you don't see anything.
No, he's just holding it.
What exactly is he injured from?
I think it was when
he's holding
kicked.
it like a blaster fire hit him or something.
Well,
he got kicked in the chest from Maul.
Yeah,
but he's holding his side. That's where I'm kind of like, well, what injury does he have?
Yeah, I think it was from the kick, though. I think it was
okay.
Or when he got kicked, he got pushed back, and I forget if he went through like some of that metal, scaffolding and stuff like that.
Yeah, the scaffolding metal pipes and everything.
Maybe he got kicked through one of that and it hit him or something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
But I think it was a result of him getting kicked, or I can't remember what it was that Maul did, because he was pissed because he got his leg injured, which made me think when that happened, like, what would be worse, like if you had legs and get like your knee taken out, or if you had mechanical instruments and your leg got taken out? Maybe it's the same. Maybe I'm just splitting hairs, but like if it's a mechanical,
say that again.
What is in a fight? What is more of a risk? If you like get your knee taken out, if you have an actual leg, or your mechanical knee taken out? Because if it's mechanical and it's malfunctioning, like you can't move it at all, really. Like if there's no connection. I'm not saying in this specific incident. I'm just saying in general.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't feel it.
You wouldn't feel it.
Like real leg versus mechanical leg.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So if you had a real leg, yeah, you would feel it, but you would still have the potential to still like. I mean, have you ever injured like an ankle or a knee?
Oh, yeah.
Like you can still kind of use it. It hurts when you use it, but you can still kind of use it. If you have a mechanical, like if it's electronic or something, and you sever like the electronic connection, like you can't use it at all. So I that was not the extent of his damage because he was still moving, but it just, again, that seeing that happen just spurred that question in my mind as I was watching it. So I think it'd be worse if it was mechanical.
You think so? I think it'd be because you feel the pain.
Yeah, but you could still potentially kind of use it. It would just be painful when you use it.
Yeah.
Like I broke my hand.
That's a really tricky question when you bring that up.
I broke my hand playing baseball, and I remember I went back out in the field. My coach told me, because I was like, I want to go back out there. My coach knew it was broken. He was like, all right, go back to third and try throwing the ball. So they did it like just a warm up thing, and I got the ball and I picked it up and I tried throwing it, and I barely did anything. But I was still able to pick up the ball and throw it. If my hand was mechanical and I severed like the electronic connection to it, I wouldn't even be able to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to move my fingers at all. So if I damaged my hand, but I can still kind of use it because it's an actual limb versus it being electronic. So that's the only, again, I don't think that was the situation with Maul, because I don't think he severed any kind of electronic connection, or he was still able to use it. But it just triggered that thought in my mind, like what would be worse. Anyways, so
I think I'd be still like I mean well, are we talking about Star Wars?
I'm just
Here,
talking about in general.
because Luke, I gotta say, because I want feeling.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Not some cybernetic whatever. Like
right.
I don't feel anything in his hand, but I love that scene when Luke,
It's
he
like,
gets
oh,
his arm
oh,
cut off, but at the very end, they're like poking it. He goes, "Ow, ooh,
yeah, yeah,
ow, ooh." If that's the case, yes, that's where I'm going.
okay,
So,
okay.
so if that helps answer your question, but if it's the other way, I I don't know. Not to have feeling, but
Well, no,
still.
I'm just more asking the question in terms of like hindrance to you fighting. Like, is it more of a hindrance to fighting if your knee gets taken out and it's mechanical versus your knee get taken out and it's not mechanical? It's like an actual limb.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Because
mechanical.
if mechanical and it gets taken out, you just can't use it. You just but if you're a human and your knee kind of gets taken out, like I don't know if you like an ACL injury or something like that, you can still kind of limp with it. So I mean, you're still getting a little bit of use out of it.
Yeah. Well, so like it makes me think of like there's different, you know, futuristic movies, sci-fi that I've seen where it's like, okay, this is like an assassin Terminator coming at you or something. They just pound on their knee
Yeah,
just to get it back. Like,
yeah,
okay, back in place, and then they can walk fine.
right,
So yeah, and there's no pain or
right,
anything.
right.
I get what Maul and his whole vision and what was it? Was it what show was it that he got his mechanical legs?
Clone Wars.
Was it Clone Wars
Uh huh.
and his mom, right?
Well, yeah. So I mean, he gets severed in half in Phantom Menace, and he falls.
Right. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Which I forgot to put the spoiler. I keep forgetting to put the spoiler tags on before we start talking about this. Too late now. Um, when he survives, what he first does is he like turns him into a spider. So he's got his like torso and body and everything, but he like I don't know if it doesn't show how he creates it. You just first see him and he's got his from his torso down, like his body, his legs, it's like spider figure. It's all mechanical.
And then all of his spikes get
His
like
spike, yeah, because like he hasn't been grooming himself by any means. So his
because he
his horns
does
are
it
pretty long, and
doesn't he lose
he
himself a
loses his
little bit?
mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
loses his mind. He's just all he can think of is revenge against Kenobi, and that's his revenge is what fuels him to survive. So, and he gets this like spider mechanical body belt, and then he gets brought to Mother Talzine, which is in Dathomir, the Night Sister, like leading matriarch, and she has these mechanical legs infused with like dark magic to be like new legs for him, essentially. So
Oh,
maybe
okay.
he can feel. I don't know, but yeah. So then he gets these mechanical legs. I got to go back and watch Clone Wars. It's been some time. I feel like there is a period between that where he gets other legs. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know Mother Talzine kind of uses dark magic and builds new legs for him, and
That's what I saw when I was
gets
like
dubbed
rewatching.
Maul at that point, and he's no longer Darth Maul. He's just Maul. Um, so, but yeah, that's
And
in
he want
Clone
it
Wars.
could because he want at that point, it's like as much as he wants vengeance on Obi-Wan, he has a greater hate for for the. Sorry, I'm gonna scratch.
I just saw Dead Ross commenting. Accidentally slipping, falling, and touching tips is the most dangerous of all lightsaber technique.
What? What?
Accidentally slipping, falling, and touching tips is the most dangerous of all lightsaber techniques.
Is that Ryan?
Dead Ross.
Is that Ryan?
I think so, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. Goddamn Ryan.
It sounds like something Ryan would say.
No, it totally does. Yeah, it totally does.
Where were we, man?
Love you, Ryan. Hope Texas is treating you good.
Yeah, so Maul, Devin, Daki are dueling. Daki gets pushed down pretty hard, and Maul's going for a killer blow, and Devin jumps in, blocks it.
Yep.
And what did he? Maul said something right there, and it was really important, and I forgot it.
Well, I have it right here, so I'm gonna.
What did he say? Because essentially, to me, he was interpreting it as, you're lucky you have an apprentice, or are you pulling?
No, you're really close.
Do you have like captions on so you can see it?
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah, I want to remember what line he said, because I felt like it was kind of. It was important to how he's interpreting her. Give us a second while we're trying to get this.
Yeah. Why is this? It's like stopped. Come on.
Mine already ended. The acolyte on it. I'm like, crap, I better.
You got that. Every time I end an episode, it goes like, next up, acolytes. I was like, no.
Disney is really trying to push on the views of Acolyte by it automatically defaulting to the Acolyte after you watch a different show. Damn it got my engagement. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Because this is about it was almost at the end of the episode. Because we're pretty much there, because these episodes are so short.
As soon as I hit play, right at the spot, it just like free. Oh, okay. Here we go. I think. Now I get the captions on right.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, so those captions are on, but what the? Oh my gosh, Disney Plus, fix your. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to see that. Where? Oh, this is.
So I have the captions on, but I'm not seeing captions.
Oh, I got
them. And the sound and the sound is on. Oh man.
Oh, here we go. I think I might have it. All right. Oh, that's Spybot. That's the caption for that droid.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah,
Spybot.
Yeah. So it's not wherever the hell Icarus is. It's Spybot. Because that's awesome that you caught that. Because I was thinking of bringing that up and totally forgot. But yeah, it's Spybot.
Oh, okay. I'm at it. Okay, it's coming up.
Okay, so you got it on your end.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pause this.
Yeah, just pause it. Okay. She blocks it. Your master is indeed fortunate to have you at his side. Yes. So that's what he said.
You're fortunate to have on your side, but he's pretty much, is he referencing? He's like, but I'd like you on my side.
Exactly. I think that's like foretelling his wanting. Well, obviously we know he wants her on, but like he's saying you're a fortunate master for having her, and he wants to be. He
Yes,
wants to become that fortunate master now, having her. So I just thought that was like a telling quote when I was watching it. I just couldn't remember what it was. So
typical for Star Wars that just, again, for a show to end like that. Oh, goosebumps! You're like, I want more.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Well, we're not. There's a little bit left because remember.
No,
So
I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like today,
that little
like,
subtlety.
That's it.
But
well, I gotta wait till next week now.
But after they duel, then the only thing that had me question, so after Maul leaves, Lawson's like backup comes, and they're picking up the wounded and everything. But Spybot sees sees the backup coming and calls it out. Why didn't they just bring the backup ahead of time? Why did they have backup? Like, why didn't they just bring the full force to start with?
You know how the droid so sometimes can like speak, like you speaking kind of like, I think I heard what like the droid said.
Sure.
when the when the Empire's ship shows up, the droid's like flies around and it like gets on like top of the building and looks at, if you could break it out, it says, "Oh shit." And you see the
Star
Empire,
Destroyer coming.
The Star Destroyer just show up, just like overshadowing everything. He's like, "Oh shit." But like in his like droid voice.
Yeah. But why did Lawson's security team why did this backup show up later? Why didn't they just bring the full force to start with? That was the only thing that was my only question about these episodes.
What?
That didn't make sense.
Lawson not bringing the Empire?
No, there was backup security force that came. So Lawson has his task force to go confront Maul.
Yeah.
And then after Maul and all of them were fleeing, there was a second backup group that came. I'm like, why didn't you just have that whole group? You know who you're going up against. Bring your whole full force to start with. Why have a backup group? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a good point because he got the approval from the chief.
Yeah. So why wouldn't they just go in together?
But they like went in with like a small task force.
Yeah.
Versus like all those backup that showed up. No, that's a good point. Like, why?
Just bring the full force from the start.
Yeah.
You would have been in a lot better position. Anyways, so that backup comes in and they're picking up all the wounded and everything. And then Two Boots came with them. And so someone started him back up, and that's when you get Lawson to be, forgive me. I hope you can forgive me for what I did. And Two Boots is like, I forgive you. Now I hope you can forgive me for what I did. And that's when it shows the Empire Star Destroyer coming in, alluding to the fact that Two Boots called in the Empire. He finished what he was setting out to do when he went to that phone room or whatnot. The question I said I would get back to you after watching, or when we get to this point, was it just me, or was Imperial March in the music when that started?
Yes.
So is that Darth Vader's Star Destroyer?
Oh God, I don't know, but yes, I know what you're talking about. That
because I correlate Imperial March with Darth Vader. Like that's kind of Darth Vader's music. So
yeah, no, yes, I was saying.
And if there's Inquisitors and Darth Vader is in charge of the Inquisitors, maybe we will get Darth Vader. I mean,
we're definitely getting Inquisitors.
Yeah, we've seen that.
There was a moment though when, have we talked about was it the first episode or the second episode? It had to be the first one when Maul had his hand behind his back and he was like,
Yeah, episode 3. Yep.
he was fighting what's her name
Devin.
now? Devin, and talking about, it's like, have you fought against the Jedi killers? And he's referencing
The
the
Inquisitors.
Inquisitors.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's coming. It's it's going to be next episode for sure.
We'll see an Inquisitor next week, I feel like.
for sure.
But I wonder, are we going to see Darth Vader?
I know. Well, yeah, but I'm saying for sure we've seen it in the trailers.
Yeah, in trailers. We know we get Inquisitors.
We know we're going to get Inquisitors fighting Maul. Will we get Vader? I don't know.
See, I originally didn't think we
that would be so awesome.
I originally thought we weren't going to get Darth Vader. I didn't think they would do that. Not to say it wouldn't be cool, but when hearing Imperial March, when showing a Star Destroyer, it makes me like,
yeah,
are we going to get Darth Vader?
That'd be so awesome if they did.
Can you imagine if we got to see Maul and Vader duel? Sidious Apprentice versus Sidious Apprentice? Like,
I mean, if anything, let's be honest though, would they do that in the first season? I don't.
Probably not. Not a duel.
Would they like savor that for like a later season? Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know.
I would probably savor it. I would if you're gonna bring in Vader, I think you tease him in this season, like you show him, and then in a later season, like season 2, towards the end, they duel. And they did that with Rebels. They did that exact same thing with Rebels. They teased. You see Vader in episode 1 of season 1 of Rebels, if I recall. He's just like at his Star Destroyer, not doing anything, but you see him. And then
until the very end.
But he also, you see him duel at the end of season 2, Ahsoka. So like that's that's a big deal.
Yep.
So maybe like end of season 2 of Maul, you get Maul dueling Darth Vader. Oh man. Make it a lasting duel. Don't make it
don't tempt me with a good time.
Like I want to savor that. That would be freaking sweet. I just didn't think they would do that. I didn't think they would bring Vader in. Maybe they won't. I mean, again, this is just because I heard Imperial March integrated into the soundtrack as the Star Destroyers flying in.
It's Star Wars. We can speculate all we want,
exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
Like anything's possible at this point.
Anything's possible except for good reviews for the Acolyte. At least good reviews.
Oh my god! Of course you had to bring that up.
I will give one good review for Acolyte. There were some good saber fights in it. That's my good review for Acolyte. Good in certain ways, not in. And if you break down the actual like fighting structure, it does not make sense. But visually, the saber duels were awesome.
Hey, can we talk about the bridge?
We did last time. If you're curious, listen to our last episode. Because Daki knows what's up. Master Daki, Master Splinter knows how to handle falling bridges. The Acolyte does not know how to handle falling bridges with Jedi. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps this episode up because you see the Star Destroyer flying in, and then it cuts out. End of episode 4.
Yeah, next week will be Inquisitors.
I think so.
We'll get the first brother and what's the other one? The 12th?
Well, it's the second brother and Morok.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
But I mean, he's something brother or what. But I think second brother is the one. He's got like the almost bird skull looking mask, and we see him in Tales of the Jedi. And the Morok is the one that we see, the fart Inquisitor.
The fart.
The Ghost Inquisitor from Ahsoka. Yeah. So any final things on episodes 3 and 4 of Maul?
No, just it's awesome, visually stunning. Like everything you like, above and beyond for an animation show is where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
1 through 4, and we talked about how it's high pace, fairly low, like there's barely any sort of like low pace, if
yeah,
you want to call it that.
yeah.
So I'll let you go, Mudge. Like, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. If I had any complaint, it's too short. Like I
Oh,
just because I'm
right,
enjoying it too
right,
much.
right.
It seems to go by so quickly, but that's because it is so fast paced. To your point, and I think that is part of the point because just how menacing Maul is. Nothing is slow and methodical. It's more emotional reaction, rampage, revenge. That's what Maul is.
Yeah.
Visually stunning, absolutely. This I had high expectations for this, and so far it's surpassing those expectations.
Oh, for sure. I totally agree.
I hope it can continue that on. And we know there's going to be a season 2, so I'm curious how they look to maintain this level of excellence for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have full faith in it. And I mean, it's hard to believe that after we watch the first episode next week, we'll already be halfway through this season of the show. So it's going to be done as soon as it started, pretty much. Um, I'm left at this edge of my seat wanting more when the credits come up. And I know that's going to happen at the end of the season. So then we're going to have to wait like 2 years to get more. It's like, son of a gun.
Some of them.
Oh, speaking of, I think I saw that Ahsoka season 2 is supposed to come out at the end of this year. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I did.
End of
Okay.
2026. So it seems like we're going to get another show.
Like around like December, Christmas time.
Probably around October, November, December, somewhere around that time period. So glad that we'll get more content at the end. So we'll have the rest of this show, season 1. We'll have the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and then we'll have Ahsoka season 2. From what I saw, at the end of the year.
Was there anything though with Starfighter?
I think that's 2027,
Okay.
or
Okay.
either 27 or 28. So we got
Oh
some time
gosh.
before that.
Okay.
So we got a little bit of time before that comes out. But I was thinking that this year we were only going to get Visions, Maul, and the Mandalorian Grogu movie, but it sounds like Ahsoka might release at the end of this year too. So
Okay.
good stuff. Yeah,
What? Or go ahead.
I was
Go
just
ahead.
gonna say, I wonder, like next week, I wonder, because we're kind of watching it, which apparently they're releasing 12 a.m. or like beginning of the day, like right away. I was thinking that they were supposed to be released in the evening. I wonder, like, if we can watch it, we can't show it, but if like at the end of the day we come on and we watch it and we talk while we're watching it for the first time. What would your thought be on that?
Oh, I'd be open to it.
I'd be nervous of like dead space in it, like if we're just watching and not talking, or maybe if we're talking we miss some stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
But it's just another option of what we could do, and because I know like as we're talking through this, we're trying to like recall sometimes what we watched because we've only seen it one time through. It's harder to recall specifics, but if it's right in front of us as we're watching,
and it's easy to hit like for like what I've done now. I hit the pause button.
Yeah.
And then we talk about that scene a little bit more elaborate,
right?
If that makes, and then hit play again.
Right. So just and you and I can talk offline about that a little bit more, but just something I thought that maybe we can watch it. Obviously, we can't present it because copyright things, but we'll noodle it while we're waiting till next week's comes out.
I mean, yeah, definitely we could talk offline, but I would say, I guess best approach is what we've
been doing.
Yeah,
probably.
But I do like to entertain the idea of what you just said.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
just
Like
wish
I
Disney
said-
would allow us to
I know, right?
do what we
Yeah.
do with trailers. It's so much. I don't know. It's just more entertaining in my perspective. But I get it.
Right.
But then
yeah.
people wouldn't need subscriptions to Disney Plus to watch the show, so I get it. Anyways, we will wrap that up with Maul show. You said you had blind
Yeah, blind rankings.
Blind
I mean,
rankings?
guess you haven't done yours yet.
No, I haven't.
Are you gonna do one?
Yeah, I'll do one. I'll think of
All
one.
right.
I'll think of one.
Okay. All right. Are you working on yours?
Yep, I'm working on.
All right.
You just get going on bringing me yours, and
What? So my topic is, what will Colleen let you have in the driveway?
in the driveway.
Yeah,
Okay,
For-
this
for-
is Star
for-
Wars related.
it is just vehicles. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What would Colleen have? Okay.
Will she like walk out the door and be like, "What in the actual f is in my driveway right now?" You'd be like, "Oh, sorry, honey. It was on a discount. It was a Mustang." No.
So one is something she would be more accepting or least
Yeah.
accepting.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
one is
and-
more
and-
accepting.
And 5 would be like,
get the thing out of there.
get that thing the hell out of my driveway.
Okay.
All right, so first one. Oh god, the ink was so bad on my pen. N1 N1 N1
And Starfighter.
Starfighter. Yep.
I have practical reasons behind this decision. I'm going to say a 4. Not because I don't. I mean, I love the N1 Starfighter. Visually, I think it's like one of the coolest looking ships. But it's only a one-person passenger. You know.
What are you talking about? Jackson could fit in the.
That's customized. That's not an N1 Naboo Starfighter. That's a customized. And even if that's the case,
I mean R2 could fit in there. Like he could. No, I'm just giving you.
two is not 4.
Yeah. All right. Where would you put a speed bike? The speeder
A swoop
bike.
bike or speeder bike? Oh man, 5. She hates motorcycles, so
Oh, you put that at 5.
yeah,
Oh,
she hates motorcycles.
Okay.
This is coming from her. This is not my
What do you think about motorcycles? Are you
Oh,
not a fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like motor. But this is
Like
you said this is what she would approve versus me.
Yeah, I know.
I would approve of a speeder bike for sure. I would approve of an N1 Starfighter, absolutely. I don't know about Colleen.
Then Colleen's gonna love this. Then Soboba's pod racer.
Okay, I'm gonna put a 3 because that's the lowest I can go right now.
Big old chunk.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. All right. So you got 1 and 2 left.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope you. Okay. Razor Crest.
Good minivan capabilities.
Minivan.
Well, I'm just thinking more practical. I mean,
Yeah, I know. I
she's
love
gonna
it.
be looking at that thing.
If it's a you seen Deadpool and Wolverine
Yeah.
when he's Honda Odyssey, it's like, oh yeah, they fuck hard.
Such a good movie. That was almost my favorite Deadpool movie. I mean, I've only seen it once, but it was so freaking
Oh no, yeah,
hilarious.
same. I've only seen it like 2 or 3 times.
It's so freaking
One of
hilarious.
the times was with Peterson. He loved that scene when he's like, I take everything back about Honda Odysseys. They fuck hard. That's when he's fighting Wolverine.
Right.
He's breaking like, what do you call it, the third wall, and it's like he's like expressing everything. So anyways,
Okay, so I would put the
Razor Crest.
I'll put it at I'll put it at 1.
Okay. Can you guess what I'm gonna say? For no, who's gonna be your
Millennium
number 2?
Falcon.
No. It's impossible unless I'm in.
Y-wing. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of single person vehicles in this.
Hey, you could fit them in there.
Well, yeah. Okay. Why?
Yeah,
Well,
okay, so
default it
you
goes
got
to number 2.
so you got Razor Crest 1. You could fit multiple people in there.
Yeah.
I remember the topic was if Colleen's saw you all of a sudden like in the driveway, like, hey, honey, look what I got. She'd be like, no,
Right.
no, and no. Get rid of that.
Right.
So it's nothing to do with transportation. It's like it's all about
No,
you.
but that was my thinking of how she would look at it. Like,
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I
So-
mean, she's not going to care about visual like aesthetics to it. Like, she doesn't care about that. When it like comes to vehicles, I mean, have you ever seen the inside of her vehicle? Especially with
I mean,
2
no,
kids just
but
trashed.
Do I want to know?
No, she's gonna have to look at it like, okay, can we bring 4 or 2 kids and 2 dogs in these vehicles? I mean, if I brought home a motorcycle, she'd be like, "What the hell are you thinking? Like, no, get this out of here." But if I brought a Razor Crest,
Yeah.
like, okay, there's functionality to this.
Okay.
So
I see your point.
that's
So,
how
yeah.
that's how I took it.
So you got minivan number 1.
Yep.
You got so Razor Crest number 1, Y-wing number 2, Saboba's pod racer number 3, and then N1 Starfighter number 4, and then a speed bike number 5.
Which I guess is pretty. Like, if I
That's a solid.
hindsight, I would switch Sebulba's with Naboo or the Starfighter.
Oh, I mean, that's
hindsight.
Like, what's that? 4 and 3 and 5. You're switching then.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Yeah. I mean, bottom line, you got your Razor Crest, your minivan.
Yeah. There we go.
Did you? Yeah. So.
All right, I got mine, and when you're ready.
What's the topic now?
Well, we kind of alluded to it earlier. I stole it after we were kind of talking about it. So mine revolves around droids. If you know, like sound machines when you go to bed, you've got kind of these machines that will play songs that are soothing to help you go to sleep.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take that concept and we're going to use droids. So what droid would you like to sing you lullabies to help you go to sleep at night?
So we're talking about like R2D2, like beep beep boop boop boop.
Yeah.
Listening to that to like go to bed.
Yeah.
Where do you come up with this?
No, just top of my head. You know,
Come on, man.
I have
effort.
This is good effort.
Oh,
I've got, kids who I play lullabies for at night, and I've got those little Google Pucks every night. I say I don't want to say it because I've got one right here, and if I say the magic words, it'll start playing it for me. But all right, so you have these droids, and they're going to sing you lullabies at night to help you go to sleep. And you got to pick rank 1 being the one you would rather hear, and 5 being what you would least likely want to hear.
Okay.
All right. Your first option is the one represented on my shirt, BD1. From the Jedi Fallen Order Jedi Survivor gaming series.
Now you're tricking me because I'm trying to remember what it sounds like. 3.
Okay. Next option is a droidica. So those are the wheel spinning droids from the prequel trilogy.
With the shield.
Yeah.
What the hell is their what is their sound? Just them rolling like a bowling ball?
Sure.
Is that like what are you referencing? Because I don't think they make noise,
just
right?
the sounds.
Just the sound of them rolling like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or they've got the guns.
I mean, the dude from Big Lebowski just literally listens to bowling balls just going down the alley. So I'll put them at 2.
Okay, 2. All right.
If you put one of those Roger, oh, I'm gonna be so pissed.
All right, your third option is Spybot.
Ooh.
Yeah. That one.
Ooh. Where am I at? I got 3 and 4 gone.
3 and 2. So BD1 you have at 3. Droidica at number 2.
I'm gonna put him at 1.
All right. Spybot at 1. You want the menacing pirate.
I mean, if I could pet him and he purrs.
Yeah, maybe he does purr.
He totally does. If you look back.
Okay.
Because I rewatched one of the that episode, and he actually kind of like shivers like as Maul's just sitting there petting him.
All right, so you can do like Dr. Evil with Mr.
Bigglesworth.
Yeah. We don't nibble on Mr. Bigglesworth's ear. All right, your fourth option is R2. R2D2.
Yeah. Yep.
What number?
What do I have? 4
you've used 1, 2, and 3, so you have 4 and 5 left.
Oh, 4. Yeah.
And your last option is a gonk droid, which would be 5. Like those trash can looking ones that go gonk, gonk, gonk.
Oh, yeah. 5.
Which worked out. That's where you ended up. So it ended up at number 5.
I like my list. I like it.
So you got Spybot at number 1. You've got Bowling Alley, Big Lebowski, Droidica number 2. Number 3, you've got BD1. Number 4, you got R2. And 5, you got the gonk droid.
I like it.
Sleep easy.
And you came up with this. You came again on the fly.
Yeah, about
on the fly.
5 minutes ago.
The whole day today, I was like, "What do I?"
I was like, growing up, I was never that kid that did their homework like right away. I always waited the last minute, and I always did just fine.
Yeah, I was always the one that
I work better under pressure.
I'd always like text or someone like, "Hey, are you going?" Because sometimes they had like the cafeteria was open early.
Oh, sure.
And I would text a buddy, be like, "Hey, did you finish this math homework?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "You want to meet up like an hour early?"
I'm gonna need you to come see me.
Pretty much just copy everything everything. It's like, thanks, dude. Just
bogey. Just cheating off other people's work, huh?
I was like, I know how to do it. I just didn't care to do it.
Sure. I knew the answers. I was just, why take the time to do it when I could just take it from you? Makes sense.
You got me. Oops.
Sorry. You caught the tater, if you understand that reference. Do you know that reference?
What was it you said?
You caught me. You caught the tater.
Oh no, what's that from?
Blue collar comedy tour.
No, I don't
What's
know
his
that.
face that always drinks the like bourbon and smokes a cigar? Ron White.
Oh yeah, Ron White. Yeah,
You caught me. You
with the
caught the
bourbon
tater.
cigar.
Yeah.
Yep.
That guy's hilarious.
Yep.
I don't even know if he's still alive. I mean, probably
I think he is, but
probably not doing shows anymore.
His voice is so hoarse, like it's like that's all cigars and bourbon.
Have you found Jesus? Yes. What was the next thing he says? do you find yourself lying naked in a beanbag chair eating Cheetos? Yes, sir. Do you have the urge to send me $5,000? Close. I thought you were talking about me there for a second. I'm not gonna do that joke any justice. He does it way better. But he's so funny. That I had that DVD, the Blu-ray comedy tour, and it was Jeff Foxworthy, Ron White, Bill Ingram. I can't remember the other. Who's the Get Her Done? That guy.
Oh God, I can't remember these names though. But yeah, no, I know. Get Her Done.
Yeah, those four guys were on this DVD, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, I know we're at like 2 hours now, so I should probably wrap us up. I gotta take my kid to daycare in the morning.
I know. I'm gonna say we just keep.
And this always happens. It's fine.
I know.
Everything is fine.
Hey,
here. Everything is fine.
You're the one that's probably going to be like,
I'm the one that's going to pay for it in the morning.
I know, pay for it in the morning. Like, God damn it.
But anyways, yeah. So next week, more Maul to talk through, episodes 5 and 6. Looking forward to that. I know I'm going to be rewatching these episodes a couple of times before then. I'm just really looking forward to this show and season in general. Again, just to wrap us up, if you're listening to us, hit that subscribe button, like, follow, download, rate, review, comment, all the above. We greatly appreciate it. 200 subscribers. Once we hit that, we're getting a prize giveaway. I think we're 15 people away, so inching closer and closer. And then 500 subscribers, we will do a Theory Saber lightsaber drawing for a prize giveaway. Looking forward to that. You're not going to want to miss it.
Hit that like button.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Subscribe button. Subscribe button. Hit it.
Boom.
Doesn't take much. Boom. Right there. And make sure you're public so we can enter your name in the drawing. You know what I haven't done recently? I haven't gone through our handles. I've been totally missing on that. So I will just push through those really quick. So you can find us on Twitter at DetBlockAA23pod, on Instagram at detention_block_AA_23, Facebook and YouTube channels, Detention Block AA23, a Star Wars podcast, and you can find us on TikTok at DetBlockAA23. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. And we look forward to bringing you more Star Wars and more Maul content next week. So we'll see you then. And until then, as always, may the Force be with you. And also with you, Mr. Dead Ross. Don't touch tips with lightsabers. It's a dangerous technique. All right. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for calling. This is Han Solo, and I'm going to be keeping you company for the next few hours right here on the Midnight Shift. Something's down.